You look like a man out on a mission.
Every day's a mission, Kev.
Every day.
Every day's a school day.
Yeah.
Every day. So we're going to talk about today, you've gone out and you've purchased your first motorhome or campervan and you've paid your deposit. And what normally happens then, Kev?
We say we've got to check it all off, we've got everything, things to do, so you can expect to have your van within X amount of time.
But it might not be that X amount of time.
No.
Kev, you've just bought yourself a campervan. You've paid your deposit. What do you want?
I want it as soon as I can. I want to go away in it.
As quick as you can?
Quick as I can.
And you want to go away in it, don't you?
Yeah.
And when you go away in it?
I don't want any problems.
No problems at all?
No, I'm paying a lot of money for it.
Nothing?
Yeah? I don't want a single thing wrong with it.
Right. It's got to be near perfect.
Yeah, even though it's a used van, all right, there's the odd little thing, but no, everything should be working in it.
Yeah.
You can't say, oh, because it's a used van, oh, the fridge don't work properly, or the water heater don't work properly, or things like that. Everything's got to be working.
Okay, what about a mechanical?
Mechanical, yeah, I want it serviced. If it needed a cam belt, I'd want a cam belt on it. If the tyres were out of date, I'd want new tyres on it. Don't ask for much, but I'm paying a lot of money.
That's the key, Kev.
Money. People have saved a lot of money and they're buying a dream. Yeah? They don't want their dream to turn into a nightmare.
Okay.
Okay.
So what we have to do here, we have to turn dreams into reality.
Yeah.
And it's not a simple process. So, not just here, but it's all the other dealers all over the place. They have to get them done. We all have different standards, but I'm hoping 99.99% all have the same standards that we have. And it's all about fulfilling what Kev said, his dreams.
Yeah. Impossible we could do immediately. Miracles take a little longer.
They do. Not too long, but they do take longer. So for us, because we're a smaller business, we haven't got the big workshops and everything else. We have our own garage where we can do the mechanical. So when we get a vehicle such as this, it'll come in and then it'll go straight off to the garage. We'll check the appliances are all firing up, so we're not getting any shocks when we do sell the vehicle, and we'll make a list of things that want doing. So things like tyres, if the tyres are out of date, we don't do them. Why don't we do them, Kev?
Because we do them when the van's sold. Because if the van's sat there not selling, the date's progressing.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
And what's the sun?
Yep, UV light on tyres is not good.
If it needs a cam belt doing or a service doing, do we do that straight away?
No, because again, cam belt should be done every 5 years. So if we have a van that's sat here for 6 months, which is very rare at the moment, obviously you've lost 6 months of your cam belt. So no.
Do we MOT them?
No. So
we do them last minute, don't we?
We do them last minute.
So the customer gets the 12 months MOT.
Yeah. And we do our own MOTs, don't we?
So in an ideal world, it'd be great if we could check all the van off when it came in, got everything ready for it, got it serviced, got everything done for it, and then the customer comes along and we can go here.
Yeah.
But we can't, because people want 12 months MOT. People want, when they have the cam lock done, the full 5 years.
Yeah.
People want the servicing done, so they get the full. Because we'd want that ourselves.
We have had people walk up and want to drive away in the van there and then.
No.
We can't do it.
Can't do it. Because like Kev says, you want to go away and have no hassles. Yeah. We don't get it right every time, but we try.
And it doesn't matter on the year of the van, because
exactly,
you could have a van. We've had vans that less than 12 months old.
Okay,
so we've had problems with them. We're
going to show you on the pitch various things that we have to do in order to get a van out. And if we get a problem with one thing, what does it do, Kev?
It delays everything else.
Exactly. So we'll go with case number 1. Wild Axe.
Lovely van.
Beautiful van,
good build quality.
Sold, and I can never not check a van off without finding something wrong. So let's quickly go into there and have a look. So this one is the first of the first checks we do. So the van's just sold. I've gone into it. It's not just sold, it's sold a couple of weeks ago, but obviously I've not had a chance to get into it yet, or anyone else has. It's had its mechanical check on it and various things, so we know what wants to do mechanical. So I've gone through and done a check off on it, which therefore then gives me a list of jobs to do. So the batteries we're getting a problem with, I'll put this on. it's not letting me put it on because the batteries are basically, it's got 2 leisure batteries on and they've both had it. So we've ordered the leisure batteries in preparation. I've got the bathroom fly screen one to clean, that'll get done on the valeting. Driver side magnetic tape, I just want to question that. We need LPG putting into it as well. It's about half full, but we like to send them out full. So
it's got an LPG tank.
Exactly, and we can also check it. Sorry Kev, yeah, you're right. The switch above the door, I didn't know what that did, but I found out what it did as well. I've got a problem with, look, see how that's not on?
Yep.
So that's got to get taken off.
Come off the runner.
And put back onto the runner again. Gas test, I haven't done a gas test on it because it's an underslung tank. It's easier to do when it's at the garage and it's on the ramps having its service done. All it wants is a clean, the shower door, and we do have a problem with the waste level. It's only showing 10 or 20%, so we're going to have to try and clean the probes, or we're going to have to put new probes in it, which won't doing when we put it on the ramps, where because it's a underslung tank, we can take them off. So they're the list of jobs that want doing to it, and then when it goes to the garage, because it's in its queue, and I think this is the second one, we've got a Volkswagen that's next to go off to the garage, and then this one will be going off next, and then the jobs get done. So let's move on when the van comes back from the garage. All the things have been ordered for this as well, so they're ready for when it's come back from the garage. So let's move over to here.
Work in progress.
Come share our video. So the van has then come back from the garage. The list of jobs on this one, the TV rattles when checking out, when driving. Basically the waste tank, we had a little leak on the waste tank, which was done again because it's on the ramps at the garage. The solar controllers I couldn't work out, but I'd sorted the solars out for me, so it's doing what it's done because it's all going through the control panel. So basically the way it works on this one, if we've got the hookup in, Kev, it's charging the leisure battery, but the solar moves on to the vehicle battery. It takes the lowest reading, but if I put the hookup then onto the vehicle battery, the solar will move over to the leisure battery. What else did we have? Cassette toilet, it wasn't holding the water on the cassette, so we've had to put a new top bit on it.
New seal?
Yeah, I'll show you what we've done to give you an idea. Where's the keys? So this wasn't doing what it's supposed to be doing. The seal and everything. So this is a new one that we've put on. Now everything on this is checked off now. So the next step.
And the way we find out that the seal was no good is obviously the way we find out that that seal was faulty is if we flush the toilet, leave the water sat in the toilet with the flap closed, and the water starts to slowly disappear, the seal's gone.
I'll actually show you that, Kev. Oh no, I can't because I've drained it down. Because what we also do is we drain down the water tank each night just in case of any frosts or anything like that, because we're still not yet out of really cold weather, are we?
The other thing you'd find as well is when you're taking it to empty it, as you're carrying it or wheeling it, you'd see water.
Yeah, we do actually fill them full.
Yeah.
The reason why we fill them full and we put them back in, so the full level on the cassette toilet is actually doing what it's doing. And also, the reason why I noticed about the waste on them, we actually fill both tanks full so we can see the readings on it. So all the jobs have been done on it. I've then done a second check off now on the van, and now John is on his merry way. So let's move over.
John and Henry. Don't forget Henry, he's very important, our little Henry.
So this one's been for service, it's come back and everything else, and checking it off nice and easy, and then look what I found was a gas leak. So therefore, especially with the camper vans, then you have to strip everything down. I have got my gas meter on there, just solely checking it, basically, so we can obviously box this all off. So it's staying still?
It's staying still, yeah.
Staying good. So
again, that's another delay.
Another delay, which takes time as well. So it goes off to the garage, Kev.
Yep.
Yeah, we've checked it off first. We found all the little bits and bobs that want doing to it. Then he's gone to the garage and have all the mechanical side done that, because sometimes if you're doing a cam belt on a service, it could be all day to do.
And when we do a cam belt, what else do we do?
I don't know,
When we do a cam belt, we always change the water pump.
That's correct.
It's a false economy not to change the water pump, because even a van that's a couple of years old can have a leak on a water pump. We've taken water pumps off with vans that are perhaps 3-year-old, but we know that it's going to need a cam belt, so we fit one before it goes out. We don't say, yeah, I'll take your van, you need a cam belt in 2 years. We'll actually change the cam belt. We've taken the water pump off and we've found signs of leakage on 3-year-old van.
Exactly.
So, and to change the cam belt is the same strip down as it would be to change the water pump.
Exactly. So it's gone off to have the mechanical done. We've checked it. It's gone off to have the mechanical done. All the bits of jobs have been done as well that I've made a list of. Then it comes back just like that one. Then I've then started to go through it again and start again on it. Now the difference when I start again on it is a little bit different to when I first check the van off. That's now I'm happy with. So that is going to be all cleaned up. Then we'll book the date in. Now, handovers are really, really important. But first of all, I'll show you why I check a van off the second time a little bit different to the first. So the first time, I'm basically going around trying to find things, and I'm looking for faults and looking for everything else. But when I do it the second time, so this one now is back from the garage. So with this, again, we've checked this off. Cooker knobs were sticky, so cleaned them all up and then WD'd them. We got the bench seat catch was broke, the catch bracket was broken, which we've done. The awning light wasn't working. We've actually replaced the smoke alarm on it, the carbon monoxide. Cooker knob was sticky, yeah. Trim on the boiler drawer, which has been done. Trim on a wardrobe door. So we don't just leave things, everything gets done.
That's where the drawer was.
Yeah. Now the reason I've got that drawer out now is because what's down there?
Down there is your water treater and heating system.
So the second time round, what I'm going to do then is I want to try and simulate a customer taking the van and going out. So when I'm just starting my checks off now on this one the second time round. So for the whole day, this van will be used as if it's wild camping. We won't have an electric hookup in it. I'll be using the gas, and the fridge will be on the gas, the heating will be on the gas, everything will be on the gas. And you're using your leisure battery, so you're making sure your leisure battery is good. Exactly. Which so is I'll constantly have a meter on here. So as we're saying, we've got good readings, 12.5. We've also got the solar, so again, we're checking everything's doing what it should be doing. Even on a day like today, which is a bit overcast, you'll still get something out of your solar. Exactly. So, and then I'm getting myself fine-tuned with the van. And then the next day, because at the end of the day, if I test the hot water or the fridge, Kev, on the gas, the fridge is going to be cold, the hot water's going to be warm. If I switch it straight over onto the electric, what's it going to be like? Yeah. Still going to be the same. So the next day then I'll come back in and I'll also check my batteries and everything, making sure the solar's doing what it's doing. Obviously it's not going to do it at night, Kev, is it? But then we'll do it then on the electric side, because we're getting a fresh start, because this will be back up to normal temperature. And then I will take readings of them. So first time there was readings taken, so we do actually put a thermometer on, and then we're going through checking it then as if you're on a hookup and doing everything on the electric and going through it. We're also checking the radios are working, the aircon's working, the reversing cameras, wipers, indicators, everything, central locking, even down to the tally. Yep, you'll sit and watch telly tomorrow, won't you? What's on tomorrow? Is there something good on? Do you know what I watched the other week when I was doing that one over there? Good. Crufts. Have you seen the ones where they run, the dog runs with the ball and they grab it and they run back? Oh, it was mesmerising. They made back and forth like that. And then I watched the agility as well. That was quite good. So I'm basically checking and living in your van. And going through it. So then when we're happy with the van's been cleaned over, and then basically we're booking in for someone to pick the van up. Other things as well you've got to think about checking. Like these catches. Yes. Yeah. Right. You know, it's your little plastic catch there. How many sides do we have to replace them? And the ones, just lift that one back up again, Kev. And those are
terrible for going, aren't they?
Yeah.
So yeah, just simple things like that. Yeah. Microwave. Yeah. Microwave. What do we do with a microwave? Cup of water.
Yeah.
1 cup of water. Close the microwave. Test the microwave.
And what's important to using that, Kev?
And then obviously we check the power on that. That'll tell us. So if we turn the water heater on.
Water heater on, and we've got the different. Sorry, yeah, we've got the 1 bar, 2 bar,
kilowatt or 2 kilowatt.
Never actually full kilowatt.
No,
though.
no. That'll show up on there, so we'll know that
Each element's
each
working.
element is working. Because
Yeah.
you can just put it on and it'll get your water hot,
Yeah.
but you don't know that your different elements are working.
Exactly, Kev.
Same with your fridge.
Exactly, Kev.
So, because you've got your fridge and you've got a 240 volt element and you've got a 12 volt element.
Because basically, it's not like a car.
No.
Yes, it's got the engine, but also we've got a box, a house, little flat on the back of it, just like your house at home.
And the other thing as well is you've got to remember, it's not like your plumbing in your house. It's all push fits. It's
Yeah,
all
as we can see down there, Kev.
All push fits, it's all plastic, as you can see there, yeah. And remember, this thing's going down the road at 60 mile an hour, rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
And so all those have got to be checked.
But the other side of the coin, when we get a van in as well, Kevin, what you'll find is, you know, like your house.
Yeah.
In your house, is your house perfect, or is there little bits of jobs that want doing?
No, there's always little bits of jobs that need doing.
So what does that represent with a motorhome?
Yeah.
Always little bits of jobs that want doing that don't get done when they get sold.
Correct.
Or when we buy them.
Yeah.
So them are the little jobs that wanted doing, we have to then put them right.
Yeah.
Because as Kev said at the start of the video, it doesn't want any problems.
Yeah, I mean, you get a cupboard and if that sticks and they'll just press it till the cupboard locks. But, you know.
Exactly. So, when the customer comes to pick the van up, we only ever hand over 1 van a day. Because at the end of the day, if somebody's new to it, or even if they've had it,
Takes as long as it takes.
it takes as long as it takes.
The other advantage as well is that we've videoed the van prior to it being sold, and if people have got a problem while they're away, if it's early hours of the morning or something stupid, they're not going to phone us up, they can watch the video.
Exactly.
And say, oh yes, that's how we do
But
it.
what do we also give them?
We also give them the check sheet, one of these, and on the check sheet we have little things like that where we have bullet points, we write bullet points on, yeah, like where your drain off is and things like that. So and they have a copy of that. So you've always got some sort of reference when you're out and about, first time out.
Now, this might be a little bit of a publicity for us to how we send the vans out. Probably yes, it is.
I should
might not be.
hope most dealers send
But
them out.
I should hope most dealers do.
But
do that.
I have seen on sites where people have not had a proper handover.
The point that we're trying to make here is, when you buy your van as well, and especially obviously when we're busy, there's a lot of work that goes in to get this
We're
van
not blowing
out
our
for
own
you.
trumpet, we're just
Well,
explaining.
we are actually.
No,
No, you're right.
We're explaining what's involved, and that's why there's a delay and a wait to get your van.
Because we'll just recap on this video. Kev, you've just brought a camper van. You paid your deposit. When do you want it?
Yesterday.
Okay. How do you want it?
I want everything right, everything perfect. I want the fridge working, I want the water heater working, microwave. I want the beds to operate properly, the windows. I want everything right.
Right. Do you want that annoying little catch work fixed as well?
Oh, everything, yeah.
All the little pieces of trim that's coming off.
Yeah, I want it right. I'm spending a lot of money.
Okay.
You know, even if I'm buying an older van, yeah, you know it's not going to be perfect, but you want it perfect as it can be.
For its age.
For its age, yeah.
Exactly.
You've got to remember you're going to get some age-related things.
Which you're always going to get.
I mean,
such as something like this. I'll just show you this here. See how that's marked from the inside?
Yeah.
It's obviously getting all this off to do.
Yeah.
You can't do everything.
No.
But it's working.
Yeah.
It's doing its job. I'm going to look a fool now if it doesn't work, am I? It's doing what it should do. So you've got to bear in mind, a bit of age-related, just like on the lens there.
Yeah.
It's age-related. But
you don't want a light that's not working.
Exactly.
If it needs a
or
bulb.
it's not being bright or anything,
Yeah.
or doing what it should do.
Yeah.
So what we're trying to get across is there's a lot of hard work that ourselves or other dealers have to do to get that van out for you, because we don't want you coming back.
Yeah.
We want you coming back in 12 months when we service it all for
It's
you.
an insight into behind the scenes.
of everything that is involved in getting a motorhome out. So just because you've been waiting 3 or 4 weeks for your van, they haven't necessarily been working on your van for 3 or 4 weeks.
No,
it could be another
going
van.
through the various stages, yeah.
Yeah, because if I find I've got a problem with this van now, what happens to that van over there, Kev?
Yep, that doesn't get done. So, and that's due to go out next. So, yeah. So everything's got to be done in its own time.
Because we want you to not have to be ringing us up. And just like I say, a small an insight, what is involved and the amount of work that does get involved.
I don't mind you ringing up and saying how pleased you are with the van. And we've had some lovely letters, haven't we?
We've had some really nice customers who do. And also, we don't get it right all the time. So we do have a motto: when people do ring up with a problem, we try to get the van in as quick as we can, which then knocks us back on doing up other vans. But we want that customer.
Luckily, we don't get a lot of them, but I mean, if somebody does and we say bring it in, they bring it in and we drop everything and drop on that and get it sorted. Provided it don't need a part. If it needs a part, then obviously we'll have to order the part. But slight things, oh, bring it in. And then you'll be working on a van. Oh, so-and-so's here with a van, right? So you nip out and try and source it. Get it off, get it done. That's only if people live locally, obviously.
We try and accommodate everyone. So that's just an insight, the work that's involved in getting a camper van or a motorhome out. It's not as if we're not doing anything, we're always trying to hunt for perfection to get every van out properly. Because like Kev said earlier on, we're selling dreams. Most of the jobs we can do quick, some of the miracles take
a little longer.
So I hope you enjoyed the video, little insight to us, and we'll see you in another video.
Yeah, I will see you if you're coming buying a van.
There you go, Kevin. If you're buying a van, it's caravansandcampers.co.uk Ltd, no, caravansandcamperslimited.co.uk, or if you're looking at selling one, same again. Drop us some comments, let you know what you think of the video.
Phone up.
It was just on the cuff what we decided to do. Kev wanted?
Yeah, telephone number, Jason.
01939 236 400. I feel like a public thing here.
So,
wrap it up, Kev.
Yeah, so that's it. You've seen a day in the life of a motorhome man. Oh, do you remember the Confessions films? Confessions of a motorhome man. But no, if you give us some comments, don't forget to subscribe, get us to the 500,000, and we'll be very happy.
All right.